Okay, everyone, welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive into a really quite exceptional listing. It's one that kind of challenges how we think about home.
Hmm.
We're talking about 40 Sky High Drive, Jefferson, Maine, ME04348.
Right.
And this property is brought to you by Cristine Gracie of Epique Realty.
Yeah, and what's really insightful here, I think, is how this specific property, it's not just a house, right? It's sort of a micro
A
solution.
micro solution.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, think about it. You've got this growing desire for more sustainable living. Remote work is booming, obviously, and people need spaces that can adapt.
Okay, I see where you're going.
So our mission today really is to unpack how this place offers like a real blueprint for living intentionally maybe. And it's also a pretty clever investment. It really gets you thinking about what home can actually mean.
It certainly does that, and it's brand new, built in 2023. But, it's not just any new house. It's perched way up high on this scenic hilltop, beautiful Jefferson, Maine.
Mm.
It sits on 3.93 acres, listed at $598,000. And the views.
Wow. Overlooking Damariscotta Lake.
Exactly, overlooking the lake. It's just a stunning backdrop for everyday life.
It really is. And this property, it kind of implicitly asks a question, doesn't it? Like, do we really need these huge single-purpose houses?
Sure.
Or can smaller, more thoughtfully designed, flexible units actually give us more value, more lifestyle freedom?
That's the small house concept you mentioned.
Precisely. But it's more than just one small house here. It's actually multiple really nicely finished spaces. They're designed for like maximum flexibility and comfort. It challenges that old idea about needing tons of square footage.
Right, it's about using the space well.
Exactly. How does each square foot actually serve your life? That's the key.
Okay, so let's dive into the main home then. It's 608 square feet, plus it has a 160 square foot loft.
Which is pretty generous for a lob.
It is, and it feels, honestly, much bigger. The craftsmanship is exceptional, really premium finishes, great flooring, top-of-the-line appliances.
So quality over sheer quantity.
Absolutely. Every detail feels considered, for efficiency, but also elegance. It really proves smaller can feel luxurious.
But the flexibility doesn't stop there, right? There's more to it.
No, exactly. Tucked just behind the main house, there's this charming tiny house, 160 square feet.
Wow, another whole structure.
Yeah, and it even has its own loft, about 80 square feet, plus a working kitchen and a bathroom.
Okay, now that's interesting. So many possibilities.
Right. Private studio, maybe, a
Yeah.
guest space,
Yeah.
or like you said, a totally separate workspace. It's almost like a little village on your own property.
A micro village, yeah. And isn't there a garage too?
Yes, a detached garage. But it's not just for parking. It's cleverly designed with extra storage space and even an additional bedroom upstairs.
See, that just keeps adding layers of usefulness.
Yeah.
Visitors, hobbies, home office. It covers a lot of bases.
It really does. And that foresight you touched on earlier, the area out front that's already prepped with septic, electric buried?
Ah, yes, the future
Yep.
expansion spot.
How significant is that really for someone looking at this?
Mm-hmm.
Beyond just saving some cost down the road.
Oh, it's hugely significant. That's what I meant by future-proofing. It's smart planning.
Okay.
That pre-laid infrastructure, it isn't just an empty patch of land. It's basically an investment in adaptability already made for you. It's ready. Ready for another studio, maybe a guest cabin, or even, expanding the main house if needs change. That adds massive long-term value and flexibility.
And that flexibility, that adaptability, it makes the investment side really appealing too, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
You mentioned Airbnb, potential, assuming town approval, of course. For our listeners tracking the rental market, Jefferson, Maine, well, it's interesting.
It is. The demand for unique stays, especially ones immersed in nature like this, it's really surging. A multi-unit setup like this one could be a real standout.
Yeah, you can see that. And beyond the practical stuff, the investment side,
Yeah,
the setting itself is just, a huge part of the appeal.
definitely. Those year-round views we talked about. Plus, you get the sounds, the loons calling on the lake.
Oh, I love that sound.
Me too.
Ah.
And apparently, on quiet summer evenings, you can sometimes hear singing from a nearby camp drifting over the water.
Yeah, the listing mentions that joyful singing. How unique is that?
It's pretty special, and it kind of reflects this shift, right? People rethinking priorities, maybe valuing nature access and flexible living a bit more than just raw square footage, especially after the last few years.
Okay, so wrapping this up,
Mm.
what does this all mean for you, the listener? This property seems to be a rare mix,
That's-
would you say? Serenity, privacy, modern efficiency, but also high-end living. all in this incredible natural setting.
Exactly. It's more than just a place to live. It feels like an experience designed for deliberate living.
Deliberate living, I like that.
Yeah, and it really reshapes how we think about multifunctional living. It's a personal retreat, sure, but it's also a smart, adaptable investment. It just makes you think differently about what a home can be.
So here's something to ponder then. How does a place like this, designed for thoughtful, efficient living, but still offering these huge views and all these flexible spaces, how does that challenge our standard ideas of a dream home today?
Hmm. A good question to leave people with, especially as they picture those loons calling over Damariscotta Lake.